Are you living with pain?
Let's talk about how easy it is for us to learn to live in pain, whether that's physical pain, emotional pain, mental pain. I recently relocated, as you guys know, if you follow me, and I finally got an appointment to see my new general practitioner. So I went to the doctor, everything was fine, gave her my history, blah, 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 blah. And she was like, "Do you have any concerns or anything?" I'm like, "You know what? This finger has been bothering me for a while. Do you think it's like arthritis?" And she looked at my finger. I don't know if you could see this area right here. She said, "It looks like your finger's fractured and it just healed because that's why it has that." She said, when the bone grows or repairs itself, I guess if you have a fracture and you don't tend to it, the bone heals a certain way. And that's why I have that little bump there. But I thought that I had arthritis. And, I banged my hand. This has to be at least 6 months ago because I was still living in New York. I banged my hand. I don't know if I banged it at work or home. I think I banged it at home. But it has been in pain, but I just been living with it. And, it wasn't like when it first happened, it was painful. But, over the months, it's just been a discomfort and a pain. So I can't really close my hands. It hurts. So needless to say, over the months, I've been just living with the pain. And when I went to the doctor, I told her about it, and she was like, "Oh, it looks like it was fractured." And to me, I was like, I fractured my pinky? How would I be walking around not knowing that my pinky is fractured? So she said, "We're going to get an x-ray, and, that's most likely what it is." But at this point, it's already healed. It's already healed. It already has that overgrowth on the bone. And my sister, who's a nurse, she was like, "What do you want them to do? Break it again to straighten it?" She was like, "Most likely they're just going to try and put a splint on it because it's an old fracture and let that be that." But I was sitting here like, I've really been going through life with a fractured pinky and didn't know about it. But I just dealt with the pain. Now, how many of us in life just learn to live with pain? You learn to live with emotional pain. You learn to live with physical pain, as I was doing, mental pain. But we don't have to live like that. And this is something that I could have gotten taken care of a while ago, but I didn't really realize it was that serious. And that's another thing I wanted to touch on. Sometimes we don't really realize how bad we're damaged or how bad we're hurt until someone brings it to our attention. So I went all around the world to bring it back to this. Don't normalize pain in your life. No kind of pain. Don't, we have to get over this mentality that, "Oh, I'll just live with it." Certain things we don't have to live with. Certain things can be taken care of and can be healed if we take the time to do it. Now, if I would have been more conscious and took the time to go to the doctor when I hurt my hand, I wouldn't be months down the line with a fractured pinky that healed on its own. But once again, I really didn't think it was that important. And I didn't, I learned to live with the pain. So remember, you are important. You don't have to learn to live with pain. That is not what life is all about, just grinning and bearing it. We are not struggling. We should be thriving. And that's in every area. But that was really on my mind because I was really like, oh my God, I've been walking around with a fractured pinky, had no idea, and it's healed weird. And, like my sister said, what do you want them to do? Break it and splint it again? That's the only thing they can do. I was like, oh, no. I don't want that. But remember, you don't have to live in pain. If there is pain in your life, you need to address it. No matter how minute you might think it is. Because even though a fractured pinky is not the end of the world. I was more concerned that I was just living with the pain, not acknowledging it like I should have. And I'm still in pain. Like, till this day, I'm still in pain. So I'm going to get my x-ray. Like I said, there's nothing probably they could do but put a splint on it. But you don't have to live in pain. So please listen to your body. Listen to your body. Your body, there's a book that says the body keeps the score. Our body is always telling us things, and it's up to us to listen, right? So I'm going to go get my little crooked pinky. I got a crooked pinky now. I think that's what's annoying me. Like, I really have a crooked pinky, and I don't like that. But I should have took care of it. Tend to your pain.